So I'm going to try something different this time and not script anything that I'm going to say in this video. As the last few videos I have scripted everything and not really spoken from the heart. They're feeling kind of stiff and I kind of don't want to do that anymore. So yeah, let's just find the thing that I was supposed to do a video on because I have to do a video on this. Today, I'm going to review a light. Majority of the videos and vlogs that I do, I really just sit by a window and let the natural light just cast on me. So this will be my first time using a light, and I'm going to try to use it outdoors in the forest because I have some mushrooms to take pictures of, and I want to just use it to illuminate some really like soft, translucent type of mushrooms that I've found. So I'm going to open this up, take a look at it, figure out what's in there, and I'm going to shoot with the A7C II with the 70-200 f4 macro lens. Okay, so let's unbox this thing. This portable continuous light weighs only 710 grams. You can adjust the color temperature between a range of 2700 to 6500 Kelvin, which is very handy when you want to emulate the warmth of sunlight or the coolness of an overcast day. A fully charged battery can last up to 30 minutes of continuous use if used at 100% brightness. It uses a USB-C connection, so it's super convenient to find a cable to charge this. And it comes with a diffuser, and I'm sure you could get additional types to shape the light just the way you want it. Don't you love that sound? I have this, I have you, I need the light and a tripod, and some mushrooms. Let's go! Throughout this whole video, I'm pronouncing this brand name incorrectly, even though it's Chinese and I'm supposed to be Chinese. It's pronounced Zhiyun. I never really learned Mandarin in a serious way, so please don't come after me in the comments. So the next few parts here, I'm literally warming up. I have no plan, no strategy, and generally figuring it out as I go along. When you're adding something new to your kit, it's natural to be experiencing a lot of trial and error. What I enjoy most about this opportunity is that I get to be a beginner again. So I'm noticing that it's much easier to use light with either no tripod or a shorter tripod if you are aiming it at mushrooms that are low to the ground. So bringing this extra tripod was a little bit pointless, but as I said, it's my first time using a light, first time doing mushroom photography, so of course I'm learning as I'm going. I'm gonna move on, find some different ones. Hey, it's Next Day Justine, jumping in here during the edit, and I just wanted to talk about this particular mushroom photo. As you can probably tell, it's a pretty good looking mushroom, and I wanted to mention a couple things here, not just how I lit it and how I shot it, but in the context of using continuous lights. When you're using continuous lights, typically the use case is for video, hence the term continuous lights. But when you're shooting macro photography, still image photography, you don't need a continuous light. Using continuous light in a still photo context is a little bit overkill. There are so many other ways that you can tackle this kind of photo without a continuous light. In other macro photography videos that I have watched, I've seen people use an external flash unit that is connected to a transceiver or transmitter connected to their camera, and they talk to each other as soon as you press your shutter. That's all nice and wonderful, but I find that that approach requires you to take a lot more test shots. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, you're a lot more efficient with your use of flash, battery, output of light. Continuous lights use up a lot of battery. I personally enjoy using continuous lights for macro photography because I'm able to tweak my settings in camera in the moment and then take the photo, rather than taking a bunch of test shots and trying to adjust as I go along. The other benefit of continuous lights is for someone like myself who is doing both video and stills, I like to be able to use the lighting setup that I have to take video, which is what I was able to do, and I really enjoyed that. This is all just to say there is no right or wrong way of going about it. Just because I use a continuous light does not mean you always have to use continuous light for macro photography. It is something that is a personal preference. The other reason why I'm like so jazzed about this photo is that it kind of reminds me a bit of like an astronaut movie, either Interstellar or Gravity. It looks like there's like this moonlight casting a light on like the last mushroom of the world. It is the only mushroom that exists on this planet, and you must treat it with the utmost care. So I showed these two photos to my friend Tom, and he said, "I love this one. It's some kind of fantasy movie shit where one character has to pick the mushroom of destiny." I really like the one on the left because it has a more cozy, gentle, warm, and playful feeling. I used a lot of the warm setting on that light, and then the one on the right is a little bit cooler, a little bit more dystopian, but generally I am like so happy with how these photos turned out, and I can't wait to edit the rest. So I'm going to pass it back to Past Justine, who will go over the other photos that I took that day. I'm really happy with how these are turning out. Oh, God, blinding. So my impressions of this light so far has been pretty positive. It's incredible how powerful of a light there is inside here. But not only that, the fan is so quiet. Like, I didn't even know that the fan was running until I saw that the blades were moving. But it does get really hot, so the fan is very necessary. You can really break a sweat doing macro mushroom photography. It's a lot of crouching, a lot of squats, so that's a workout I'm gonna have to keep up with. But for now, I'm just really freestyling it, and I'm pretty happy with the images that I got. And I'm like so excited right now, like so jazzed, so thrilled. Genuinely titillated. So I'm going to take some without the light first so that you can see what they look like in natural light, and then I'll point the light around it and you can see how it changes the images. So I turn around and there's more. They're everywhere. Oh, I found another one. Okay, let's go get that one. I don't really like where this one is, so I think I'm gonna move on to another one. I think I'm gonna try and get these ones. These ones look cute. I said I was gonna go home, but like, I just spotted this little family of neon orange mushrooms. I have to. I have to. Like, they don't even look real. They look like plastic. It's wild. I'm gonna get my light. I'm gonna also capture some video so you can see what it looks like through my lens. It's beautiful. I'm addicted. I'm absolutely addicted. This is gonna be a mushroom macro photography channel from now on. You've been warned. So, it has been a lovely afternoon out here. I'm actually really happy with a lot of the images that I took today. As I mentioned, macro forest photography by yourself is not easy. I really admire all the people that do it and do it all the time and dedicate their YouTube channels to this. So it's definitely something I'm going to keep doing. I think with practice, I'm going to get better at it. With more reps in, I'm going to get better at it. One thing that I've also learned is that lights are really cool. It's my first time, and I was really skeptical of using artificial external lights, especially continuous lighting. I've always been like, I'm a natural light shooter, but honestly, I think that just meant that I was lazy, or I just didn't want to branch out and spread my wings. So that's kind of like the beauty of photography and why I'm so into it still to this day, because there's so much to discover. There's so much that you can try and experiment with. I'm blown away by how this hobby in this world can be limitless almost. You just need to throw a lot of money at it. And a lot of time. I don't think I'm going to be the next Andrew Langson or the next Courtney Victoria, but I think I can take a page from their book and give it a shot. It's the end of August right now, and I think fall colors start to seep in around September, mid-September or late September. I know for sure early October it's gonna be lit, so lit. Definitely going to do more videos as autumn, as y'all Europeans call it, as fall come into its own. And yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, please subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!